Hey everyone, how you doing today? And welcome back to the Dropped in 3 channel. And I decided to do something different. I decided to throw away StreamYard. Okay, that's a lie, I didn't throw it away. But I'm decided to just record these instead of using StreamYard and all that because I prefer this quality compared to StreamYard because I don't know what that was doing. But anyway, that's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about the Super Mario Brothers movie. And this is going to be a full review, so I'm going to be spoiling the review a couple minutes in. I will give a quick spoiler-free review, but if you want me to talk spoiler-free about this movie, please check out the Super Mario Brothers movie on my channel. I'll link it somewhere in this video, and we'll move forward from there. So just to go straight in without spoilers, I would say that Mario is a good enough movie. It's okay. I thought I didn't understand what the critics were saying. When the critics first came out with the review, I thought they were a bit too harsh. And when I watched it, I was like, maybe they are fair. But when I realized this is a Mario movie, I started to realize, okay, yeah, the critics were a little bit harsh. But a lot of people are like, oh my god, it's amazing. It's not. Let's hold our horses, guys. It's good enough. It's good. It's okay. All right. But I think it's because a lot of people are not Mario fans, so a lot of people are like, oh my god, it's amazing. The critics were horribly wrong. I don't think the critics were wrong. I just think the critics were just too harsh. That's in my opinion. But all in all, man, it's funny-ish. It's heartfelt at times. The voice acting is very good. It's beautifully animated. Music is absolutely incredible music. And I'm actually looking forward to more in the Mario Cinematic Universe or the Nintendo Cinematic Universe. I should have said that actually in my review. I don't know why I didn't. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So I'm going to be going straight into spoilers now. So if you've not watched the Super Mario Brothers movie, the Illumination one, not the old school one, please click off in a couple seconds because I'm going to be spoiling it in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, cool. Where do I begin? First off, I love how the final fight was basically an anime fight. This channel is kind of meant to be an anime channel, even though I haven't put any anime content, so I may as well mention it. But when they used the superstar or something, and they started going and they came out like if they're Ultra Instinct, Mario Luigi, I was like, how interesting. Like this is, but to be fair, like the powers were true to the game. Like they were invincible and they couldn't get hit. It's true to the game, so I can't even like say it's incorrect use. It's so funny how they came out like Super Saiyans to fight Bowser. That killed me. I won't even lie. It kind of reminded me of the end of Sonic 1. I mean, Sonic 1 didn't have like Super Sonic or anything, but the way Sonic came out like a superhero, this lightning blue and all that, it was like, let's go. In the same human world, in a town that's very similar. I would like, okay, actually, Sonic's one, I think, wasn't as developed. I think it was more rural. But the way the ending kind of happened, it's very similar. I'm not even going to lie. I just thought of that right now. But anyway, so that happened. But to get to my nitpicks here, I think the story is absolutely mid, man. It's absolutely mid. And it's annoying because I feel like if this story could have easily been very, very, very good. And this movie could have easily been an amazing movie. Easily. Like, it actually wasn't really that hard. Like, they have all the components in this movie. It's just that they messed up. Well, not messed up, but they fumbled a little bit. Like, for example, right? I don't think Luigi should have been away from Mario this movie because when the movie starts and you get Mario and Luigi and they're plumbers and they're not successful plumbers, and they keep on saying, and the theme around that is, oh, Mario, you're not successful, you're dragging your little brother down with you. That was so damn good. Like, when I heard that, I was like, damn, Mario's like actually having to be an older brother here. Like, and that plot line actually interested me because they're failing, they're not doing well, they're coming home, they're getting ridiculed by everyone in their family, and they're all like, and their parents, imagine hearing from your parents, oh, you're dragging your brother down with you. It's like, whoa, like that hits deep. So when I heard that, I was thinking to myself, oh my god, the critics really heard these lines and they said this was a mediocre movie. How dare they? Like, I was even getting mad until we hit the Mushroom Kingdom. And then that's where I feel like a lot of the plot went down the drain, man, because I won't lie, the stuff in the human world was actually some of the best stuff in the movie. I'm not even gonna lie, in terms of plot-wise. In terms of, like, spectacle-wise, of course it wasn't, but in terms of plot-wise, it kind of was. In fact, they even had one scene that got me chills, right? It gave me chills. Well, was when the movie first starts, right? And Mario and Luigi, I think they're late for. I can't remember what they're late for. I think it was for the first for their plumbing of that woman in the very rich flat with the dog, the crazy dog. That was actually kind of funny. I didn't laugh in the cinema, but thinking back to it, that whole dog scene was actually quite funny. But yeah, so before that happens, I believe it was before that happens. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, right? There's this scene where Mario and Luigi are just running to go to this place and they just start platforming in the wild. I lost my mind. I was like, oh my god, I can't believe I'm seeing this in real life. Like, bro, seeing them in the real world doing all the platforming, I was like, what? And then I heard it's meant to be a rehash of level 1 in World 1 of Super Mario Bros. That's crazy. Like, bro, like, I'll talk about it more later, but the references in this movie were absolutely incredible, man. The references are actually the best part of this movie. The references were, man, a Mario fan would be so proud of this movie. I won't even lie. And I am. I'm proud of it as a Mario fan, but I'm going to be blunt and honest. I'm not going to lie to you. As a critic, or not as a critic, but as somebody who will judge a movie as a movie, it's mid. It's kind of good enough. It's good enough. It's kind of good enough. So, moving on, right, from that whole section, the whole human world stuff was actually the best part of the movie to me. Even towards the end, the best, most heartfelt stuff was when Mario and Luigi were banding together and fighting Bowser, and he was like, listen, you're not letting me down, and the parents were like, oh my god, that's our son. Bro, all the heartfelt stuff happened in the human world, which is weird because you'd think it would happen in majority of the movie where, you know, they're in the Mushroom Kingdom, but hey, it is what it is. So, moving on, let's talk about the Mushroom Kingdom stuff, because I guess I've human worlded this. Oh, right, I forgot one thing, actually. Charles Martinet, seeing him was actually pretty cool. I noticed him instantly. And I think he wore, his character is wearing the same clothes as Jumpman. You know, Jumpman who, you know, Donkey Kong, that guy. So, that's pretty, well, Mario before Mario. So, that was pretty cool. Moving on, let's talk about the Mushroom Kingdom, because this is where the movie really movied. Like, it was movieing. It movied so hard, I won't even lie. That was in the Mushroom Kingdom. It movied hella. So, first off, I still think that Luigi should have just been with Mario the whole movie. I feel like what you could have done, right, because you would probably say, if I say, oh, Luigi should have been with Mario the whole movie, they'll be like, oh, so who's Mario meant to go and save, or how is he meant to go on this adventure to go find Bowser? Well, I would have done something like, or what I could have done is, because from the point where they stopped at where the parents were like, Mario, you're dragging your brother down, right? I would have had Mario and Luigi go to the Mushroom Kingdom, and then the pipe just goes or vanishes, and they're like, oh my god, we can't get home. We need to get home because there's this important thing. Or you could have put some important date, like Mario has this big plumbing event that if he goes to plumb for this person, or it's his last chance. Sorry, yeah, aha. So the last plumbing, he's his last client, or maybe you can say that this is the last client, and if they don't make this money by a certain time, they'll get bankrupt, something like that. And Mario has to go back home in a couple days, or else his business is gonna get bankrupt, and he's gonna drag Luigi to the depths of bankruptcy, right? You could have done something like that, right, as the MacGuffin to get them home. And then Peach could have been like, well, the only way you can get back home is that there's this warp pipe that Bowser's team has been building. They're the ones that have been building this whole thing. Hence, you can make a whole plot line and lore about the warp pipes. Then you could have been like, oh, Peach could have been like, well, the only warp pipe left is in Bowser's castle, so we have to go to Bowser's castle anyway because he's terrorizing us. Can you help us? We'll all go on this journey, and we have to go and fight Bowser anyway. And they would have been like, cool. You could have had a team up of Bowser, Mario, Luigi, Peach, and Toad, like in games have done a lot of times, and they would have gone through the whole adventure, and then during that whole adventure, you could have had Mario put Luigi in loads of danger, right? And it could have been Mario's fault for even getting to the pipe, right? But yeah, put Luigi in loads of, actually, in fact, the way they even set that up is even perfect, because Mario's like, let's go save the world and all, and he's going to a pipe. So Luigi could have been in loads of danger, and then Mario could have been like, damn, I put Luigi in loads of danger, I'm a trash brother. Luigi could have been like, damn, I always get in danger, I'm always going scared, I'm not good at fighting and all that. Then you could have gone through towards the end, Mario and Luigi could have had that whole star fight and fight together and all that, and everything like how it happened in Human World could have stayed the same. And then Luigi could have had a moment, I believe he did have a moment in the movie actually, where he did say, oh, I'm going to be strong and all that, and he does that, and that would have been well more earned. You see how that's different from how we got what we got? Like, that plot already that I've just illustrated came from my head. I'm not a writer. I'm not a writer. And that plot to me is a little bit made more sense than what we got. Because what we got was Mario gets into the world. Luigi splits off to Bowser, right? Oh yeah, by the way, with that plot I mentioned, you could have still had the whole Bowser loving Peach thing, because that's canon. So that's fine. But anyway, so Mario goes to Peach's castle area. Luigi goes to Bowser's castle area. Bowser's go, hey Mario, come and get your brother. And then Mario's like, I'm gonna go save my brother. And Peach is like, I'm gonna make you a warrior. And then they just go from event to event to event to get to Bowser. That's like, if you just thrown a little, you could have had the same event, just throw a little bit more plot and story into it, or some lessons that there were themes, and it could have been way better. This movie could have been incredible, because we would have been like, damn, the dynamic of family is really well illustrated, and is illustrated by the two most famous brothers on the planet. Like, it would have made so much sense. And then even the name Super Mario Brothers, it would have been like, oh my god, the story is about the brothers. Man, that's missed opportunity. Honestly, that is the reason why a lot of the of this movie, I was like, man, this plot, I'm so disappointed, because this plot has so much potential to be so damn good. So damn good. Like, we could have put this in the conversation of like 9 out of 10, like good and pretty good Disney movie level. I wouldn't say like Prime Pixar. It could have been Prime Pixar. Actually, I tell a lie. It could have been Prime Pixar. It could have been up there, because the visuals were incredible. The music was everything else apart from the story was actually pretty top tier. I'm not even gonna lie. Everything else, jokes and the jokes were kind of mid. A lot of them, but other than those two, man, everything else was top tier. So they really missed out on an opportunity here, and it would have kickstarted the Nintendo Cinematic Universe in a very, very stronger position. But hey, what, I can't really complain or say anything, because the movie's still good. The Nintendo's making hella money from this movie, so not much to say about that. Now, getting on to some of the lines that really irked me, bruv. This is when I knew the script was weird, man. The script was just, oh man, like, you can make a kids movie and not make a script bad. I'm sorry, like, bruv. Look at Spider-Verse. Spider-Verse is not, well, it's not technically, well, it's an animation movie that appeals to the younger audience, but it's written as just a movie. You know what I mean? Why couldn't they do that with Mario? Especially when they had the whole brother dragging down stuff, was actually pretty good. Bro, like, I was really feeling it when Luigi goes, Mario, you're not dragging me down. I was like, damn. Like this is... Anyway, forget about plot, because if we talk about plot, we'll be here all day. I'm going to move on. Let's talk about some voice acting. Chris Pratt was good at... he was weird at first, I won't lie, to me, because he felt a bit too human. But then after a while, he grew on me. And I'll admit, the whole gimmick of the Mario voice being only in commercials and based off Charles Martinet's Mario voice is actually really good. I actually really like that reference. And a lot of the references slapped. Well, I'll talk about references in a bit, right? But yeah, after a while, like, this is how I knew he was all right for me. Like, towards the end, I didn't find Mario annoying. So if that happens, right, and bear in mind, I already said this, the story is pretty mid, and I still liked Mario, that means Chris Pratt did a decent job, okay? Good voice acting is voice acting I don't notice, all right? Or voice act, I guess if great voice acting is the one you praise, but the good voice acting is the one I don't have to complain about, so it's cool. Anya Taylor-Joy as Peach she was cool. She was cool. She made Peach strong with her voice, which is good, because Peach is kind of a strongish character now anyway. So her doing all these, like, I'll admit there was a part of me that realized that Peach kind of actually didn't really need Mario for a lot of this movie. I won't even lie, because Peach was a bit too strong. Now I think about it, Peach was hella strong. Because, whoa, she did that whole course that Mario couldn't do on the first try. Now I think about it, she's kind of broken. I mean, granted, she's one of the only humans in this weird-ass world, but... yeah, Peach, I don't think she needed Mario for a lot of that movie. In fact, Mario may have dragged it down. I mean, granted, except for the Donkey Kong stuff, Mario may have dragged it down a bit. I'm not even gonna lie. But anyway, so Anya Taylor-Joy did a good job voice acting her, to be honest with you. She was good enough. She was alright. I mean, actually, she was okay. That's the word I'll use. She didn't do badly. She just did alright. But in terms of Peach as a character in this movie, yeah, I liked her actually, but I feel like a lot of the movie she didn't really need Mario, And then also, I liked how they did her backstory. I like the fact that, oh, that's another thing I need to mention about Mario and Luigi, right? I really loved when you see baby Mario, baby Luigi, and it's actually baby Mario, baby Luigi from the games. I was like, oh my god, and bro, I was smiling. I was like, oh my god, like, bro, the references. And then even baby Peach, because what I was trying to get to is, I liked how Peach's backstory is, she literally walked out of the human world and she became the princess because they all adored her and all. That's actually a really cool backstory. And I love the fact they also used Baby Peach as well. That was pretty awesome. These references killed me, man, because, oh man, okay, we'll talk about references in a bit. Let's finish characters, right? My favorite character in the movie was DK. Honestly, DK is Seth Rogen, because Seth Rogen fit that character way better than I thought he would. Than he would. I really didn't think he'd be that good. I thought he'd be good enough. I didn't think he'd be like actually my favorite. And then on top of that, right, I'm trying my hardest not to mention the plot, but another plot device that actually annoyed me that they didn't expand on further. So when Mario and DK get swallowed by a whale, DK goes, man, at least your dad isn't disappointed with you. And Mario goes, man, my dad is disappointed with me too. I was like, bro, where's the story with DK and I forgot. I don't think I was Funky Kong. I forgot. Cranky Kong, sorry, that's his name, right? Where's his backstory? I want to see that. Bro, I want to see him being annoyed at his son. I would love to see that. This is the stuff, like, there were so many interesting aspects that I was like, why didn't we see this? And bear in mind, this movie's 90 minutes. So those extra 30 minutes, we could have actually improved this story. And anyway, Seth Rogen was great as Donkey Kong. I'm trying my hardest not to go back to the story. Jack Black was really good as Bowser. Bowser's song in the middle was weird, even though Jack Black was good. I like the song because it's Jack Black, but yeah, it was weird. I'm not gonna lie, that whole song. I'm not gonna lie, but Jack Black was very good as Bowser, and what I liked about Bowser in this movie is he was still a villain. I was scared they were gonna like meme it up and try and make him a little bit lighthearted, but he was still pretty much a villain, so that was pretty good. Even though all he was doing this for was for Peach, it is kind of canon because he's done that loads of times. He's always trying to marry off Peach, so I didn't even complain about that, to be honest with you. All in all, Michael Keegan Key was Toad, was alright. Cranky Kong, whoever, I forgot who played Cranky Kong, he was okay-ish. He wasn't the character, but he was okay, I guess. Other than that, I can't really think of anybody else I forgot to mention. Did I say Charlie Day's Luigi? Charlie Day's Luigi was very, very good. He actually fit that part very, very well. Now, last but not least, let's talk about references. Musically, musical score was absolutely incredible because it was basically the Mario score, but in cinematic version. And my god, man, some of the songs were so damn good. Some of the songs were so damn good, bro. When they were playing oh my god, I forgot the name of the actual song, but you know the song where you go into Peach's castle in Mario 64 and they played that in the cinema. I was like, yeah, man, this is what I come for. See, stuff like that and stuff like The Last of Us is the reason why I want games to be adapted, because seeing all this stuff translated into like a higher production or like cinematically, it's so beautiful, man. It's so beautiful seeing that. So the musician who did the score, you deserve a pat on the back. You deserve a real round of applause. You did a fantastic job. But other than that, right, references in terms of different Mario characters, different Mario blocks, the whole DK world with Mario Kart was pretty interesting. Like, I would have never thought DK would be associated with Mario Kart. Was that meant to be a spin of Diddy Kong Racing or something? I don't know. But that whole bit was actually pretty interesting. The whole Mario versus DK was actually a lot of fun, actually. I actually really enjoyed that contest, that fight. But the Mario Kart scene, Rainbow Road was lit, man. Even the fact that Mario was doing shortcuts, bro, nah. Like, even the scene, it was in the trailer when Mario was throwing, I believe he was throwing shells and going from cart to cart, bro. Seeing that in the cinema with the beautiful visuals, oh my god, that was absolutely incredible. Reference-wise, they killed it. They killed it. Like, this was literally the perfect Mario movie as a Mario fan that you could get. Like, it was reference, like, I can't lie and say that I didn't smile from head to toe every time I saw a reference. I did, or heard a reference. I did. And other than that, because this is about to get a bit too long, all in all, right, I'm okay with the Mario movie. I'm okay with what we got. I'm not mad. I'm not angry. I'm like, do you know what? I wish the plot was better, but hey, this could have been way worse. So with what we got, I'm cool with it. We can start the Nintendo Cinematic Universe now. We've shown that if you basically Mario, to be honest with you, out of all the Nintendo properties, Mario is probably the hardest one to adapt because Mario doesn't really have story. Link with Legend of Zelda, they got story, right? Samus Aran with Metroid, they got story. Even Star Fox has a little bit of story. Mario doesn't really have much story, so adapting him into having an actual like movie and making it work and people be actually pleased with it was a hard task. And I'll admit, Illumination and Nintendo did a very fantastic job. Now, in regards to the future of this franchise, please, Illumination, you need to take more risks. I'm gonna be real because Illumination has this problem where, other than Despicable Me 1, everything else is very, very safe from them. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, anybody, if I'm the only one that's noticed this, but they put out some very safe plots, like super safe. I mean, they don't really take that many risks, and it's kind of annoying because with that whole brother family aspect with Mario, that could have been really interesting, and I wish they got more into that. So I hope in the future we get more into the family aspect of Mario and Luigi. Don't split them up for the next movie, please. Put them together, have them even have some sort of family conflict and make that work. Obviously, this is a spoiler video, so you know that Yoshi's coming. So that's going to be interesting to see Yoshi in the real world. I wonder how they're going to do that. Actually, no. Mario's and Luigi kind of work in the Mushroom Kingdom now. So I don't... How that's going to work, I don't know. Also, right, the Nintendo Cinematic Universe is a go. Because let's be real here. Mario movie is making absolute amount of bread right now. I think they're hitting like, what, 500 million or something crazy like that? It's the highest grossing video game movie of all time, right? So they're making bread. And that's only been out for a week. They're making bread. So we all know Nintendo's going to adapt to everything else, right? I'm expecting Zelda's next. Let's be honest. They'll make a couple Mario sequels, then Zelda's next. Please, 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 with the Zelda movie, I'm begging you, because if Illumination has it, this is more of an Illumination thing. Please, 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 you cannot mess up that story. I'm sorry. I'm going to have to be blunt and honest here. I'm giving you a pass because it's Mario. You cannot do that with Zelda. I'm sorry. Zelda has to kind of be one of the best animated movies I've ever seen. I'm not saying no pressure, but no pressure. I'm gonna be real. So I'm just pointing that out there. You gotta make that thing like a masterpiece. Like I'm expecting Lord of the Rings level with Zelda. I'm just saying. I'm just gonna let that out there. But other than that, right, I'm excited for the future of Nintendo movies, and with so many properties that Nintendo has that have a lot of story. They need this treatment, man, because if they get them good movies, like imagine if Star Fox gets a banging movie. Maybe we'll get more Star Fox games. You know what I mean? So will we end up getting the Super Smash Brothers movie? Maybe. But all in all, I'm really excited that we're living in an era where video game adaptations are actually pretty good now. So that's all I've got to talk about in terms of the Mario movie. Did you like it? Did you not like it? Let me know in the comment section. I'm open to discussion. Thank you very much for watching again. Please like this video, subscribe to the Dropped In 3 channel for more on, I guess, movie reviews, game reviews, anime reviews, and more. Thank you very much again. I hope you have a great day. Stay safe, and I'll see you soon. All right.